Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Wednesday, March the 8th. The year is 2023. Let's talk trading. How to fix your trading problem, part 7. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. You know, talking about trading problems, really have to divide it up. Is it you? Is it your method? Is it your money management? And you just really have to take a look at it. I just got out of a trade. I was up a pip and something. I hit the close button, and then all of a sudden it moves so fast that when I checked the journal, I got zero. The market took it back from me. So, is that a problem? Well, or did I do something that, was I not quick enough? I mean, it was there. I hit it, but it just took it back. So how am I going to interpret what just happened? Am I going to blame myself? Am I going to point the finger at myself? Well, maybe if I would have just been 1/10 of a second quicker. That's one possibility. Am I going to blame the broker? No point in that. I can't do anything about it. Possibly I could have set a TP ahead of time, but I was in scalp mode and I usually don't have time to do all that. It's just put the trade on, and then as soon as I see that pip or two, take the trade off. So, just give me a little personal update. I guess there's a few traders out there that got something or getting something out of this series. Here we are back at the psychological 25 line, which the daily open on this broker just so happens to be, I forgot to turn on auto. On the sweet spots, gold auto adjust. If you set that to true, when you go out to the bigger time frames, it will auto adjust the line so you don't get that mess that you just saw. So you can see here, the open's right at like 24.6. So price just moved off of there a few pips. And actually, I think I said probably M5 would be the best. So had you taken a short here, just once again, at the line with the candle color. Now, there's one other thing that I was thinking about. Sometimes you might not want to wait for the line. You might look to the left. So for example, right here, if you waited to the line, you got stuck. How do I know that? That's where I entered, and this is where I tried to exit. But, looking to the left, you see here, when it broke these highs, so the better trade would have been getting in around 33, let's say. So hitting 35 would have been a 2-pip win. So even though you've got these lines on the chart, you have to look at price action, look at what the market's actually doing at the time. Well, one of the things, especially when you're starting out, you don't want to do is put too many things on the chart, have too much information in your head. You really just kind of want to trade what you see here. Now, once again, I should probably properties. I should probably show the ask line deep pink. Because this is if I were to buy, this is right now is where I would have to buy if I wanted to get in at 30, because you can see there's a spread there. So the question is, whether or not I want to buy at that. And even, even take this off the chart. Reason being, you might start looking at the candle colors or be tempted to look at other pairs, see what they're doing. But when you're using a screen like this, what you're doing is you're training yourself to follow a simple plan. So that's working on your discipline. Then you work on your money management. And you can also, while you're doing this, you can work on your chart reading. Because if you look to the left here, when price was down here, that was a wick pushing up, candle pushing up, a wick up, a wick up. So you can see here in this recent time, price has been pushing away from 25. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 closes below. You can call that a close. 5 closes below. But you can see here price is pushing up and it's forming a range. You see here, if there was this range right here, pretty much between 20 and 30. It popped up to 40. Actually between 30 and 40. It popped up into the launch pad but failed to launch. But just sitting here trading this chart without squigglies, without multimeters, without any other indicators on the chart. This is just pure trading. And this is, people talk about trading naked charts. And that's what this is. But this is pure trading, and this is learning yourself or teaching yourself price action. Because what's price action? Once again, price is either going to break out of the high, break out of the low, break out of both sides of the previous candle, or it's going to stay within the previous candle, forming an inside bar. And price is either going to close above a line or it's not. So price came down to 25 once again, which just is about the daily open, and it didn't penetrate it. So if it's not going below the line, it's going above the line. And you can see here, there's a little action there at the 30 area. So right now we're kind of bound here. This will teach you patience. You wait for the trade. You might have to wait 5, 10, 15 minutes to get a trade. Then you might have to wait 5, 10 minutes to get out of the trade. So you can see here, there was an opportunity to go long at 30. Right now would have been good for 3, almost 4 pips. There you go. Boom. Pips to be had. Then you take your pips before the market takes them back. So if you ran a frequency distribution looking at the size of M5 candles, you'd know this is pretty much gassed out. The tank's pretty much empty. Of course it can move further because we just started. That was the bottom of the hour there. So we just started. So there could be a lot more gas in the tank on that first minute candle. There it goes. There's 10 pips into the launch pad. And the thing about this is, now it's really making me, this is one of those candles, this is like in the 90 percentile, 15 pip move. And there's no news out, so this is just pure movement here. The funny thing is, see, one of my rules is I can't trade until 6:32, because usually I get burned 2 minutes before and 2 minutes after the hour. So minutes 58, 59, 0, and 01 are off limits for me. Wait a minute, was this the... let's see. This is a 5-minute candle. Let's go back down to the 1 minute. So that's the 1 minute. That's the 00, that's the 01. So now I would be allowed to trade according to my rules. Just keeps me out of trouble. Yes, I would have missed that opportunity, but it's better for me to follow the rules and miss 1 out of 10, because the other 9 would have probably been on the wrong side of the trade. So, and once again, you see, if I think in terms of missing, then that's going to work in the FOMO, and we're working on psychology. You don't want that. So when a trade happens and you don't get it, that's okay. There'll be another trade. Nothing to worry about. And as you can see here, price had created an imbalance, came back towards, it's inside that imbalance. It might come all the way back down, take out that imbalance, and then return to the upside. Oh, so I know my buddy Freddie, he likes to trade the euro. We can switch over to the euro. Let's see, where's the daily open on the euro? And let's see, 105.48. So at the 105.48, so call it 105.50. You see there, it blasted right through. What's that? Psychological line. That would have been good for 10 pips had you jumped in. So you see, Freddie, I know you have your own method, but you know, this works on the euro too. Trying to remember, I don't think there were any questions, but once again, thanks for the you know, nice comments out there. It's always good to hear that the stuff that I do in Walmall, our little video chats, can help fellow traders. Now I know some are still struggling, but you know, maybe if you just try this out, you know, practice with it for a week and see what happens. See if your trading improves. See if your discipline improves. See if your money management improves. Because that's what we're working on. We're working on fixing problems. And this, you know, simple setup here, just with the sweet spot lines spaced 5 apart, can teach you to trade, because it's a great practice tool. It'll strengthen your discipline, strengthen your patience. And so you see, you might have thought you missed out, but here you get another opportunity. And when price was up here, when it spiked like that, we knew that was one of those anomaly type bars. It was good for what, over 15 pips, almost 20 pips on an M5.